do need to get one without taking too much time off the clock.
And here comes UMD across the top to try and work a short stick defender out of the midfield. Ball goes back to UMD attack. Moving the ball around quickly. UMD really hasn't been attacking much all game. Here's Matt Sanaki, the real speedster, number 33, but he's been having a tough time with his handles all game. This could spell disaster for the Bulldogs as Colorado controls. They're looking to push. They clear the ball into their own end with 1 minute and 40 seconds left. And there's the keep it in call from the referees since the since the Buffaloes are ahead. With 2 minutes left in the game, they've got to keep it in the offensive box. And right there, that was number 32 for the Buffaloes, who had a step on his player. It's pretty obvious that the Buffs are just going to try and hang on to this lead here for the rest of the game. Normally in that situation, number 32, Andy Karstensen, would have pushed the pace to try and get the goal and notch another one up on the scoreboard, but he held back after he had his defender beat. We've got 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the game clock. Colorado Buffs coaching staff calls a timeout. Okay, and glad to have you back here joining us at this MCLA Division I matchup between the Colorado Buffaloes and the UMD Bulldogs. We've got 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the game clock as the Buffaloes are just coming out of the timeout that their coaching staff called. The Buffaloes have the ball on their offensive half of the field, and they're leading to the score of 8-6. The Bulldogs are definitely going to want to push out here on defense. Once the Buffaloes step the ball into the box, they're going to have to keep it in. One thing that I'm not sure about with this new ruling as far as the no longer having a 10-second count on the offensive end is when Colorado will actually have to step the ball into the box and then keep it in at this point. Chris, do you know what the ruling is there?
I believe it actually is a 10-second count at this point. And you can see the ref is initiating the hand count.
And there's Jack Cranston carrying ball. UMD's able to double right now because they've pulled their keeper out of cage so that they can try and create a turnover here. Cranston's going to put this in. He's got to put that away. Cranston beats the double team fairly easily, puts the ball away in the back of the net. That's probably going to put the game away here. Of course, there's never say die type of attitude in the sport of lacrosse just because of how quickly scores can happen. But with 1 minute and 3 seconds left in the game and the Bulldogs down by 3 goals, it's the largest deficit that they've faced all game, or at least since the second quarter. I just don't know if they're going to be able to keep pace and put a couple of quick goals in to get this thing tied up.
Minute left in the game. 1 minute.
And we're under a minute here in Lake Oswego High School. We've got a call coming from the referees. That was Matt Sanaki catching a pretty vicious check that tripped him up by the Colorado Riding players. 54 seconds left as we come down the stretch of this game. UMD's really going to have to push here if they want any slim chance of a hope here.
And you can
and
hear
not
it
the
from
sense
the
of urgency that I thought I would see.
Yeah, you can hear it from the UMD bench, Josh. The coach is just screaming, someone's got to go. Let's see what Nisbill can come up with.
And we're down to 30 seconds left. We got a flag down. Shot and a save by the Colorado Buffalo keeper. That's going to put 22 seconds on the clock. UMD is going to go man up, but I think that's probably going to be it for the UMD Bulldogs. They put up a heck of a fight here for the first three and a half quarters, but kind of as I predicted coming into the fourth quarter, Chris, that Colorado offense that's so talented and so deep, really able to separate themselves in the fourth quarter and put some distance between themselves and the Bulldogs to make this game out of reach.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised to see that, Josh. It did look like Colorado kind of flipped the switch there on Minnesota Duluth and really went to a slowed offense and was able to really capitalize on that.
I'm not even sure quite what that was. It looked like number 6 for UMD tried to feed the crease, but there was no one there. We've got under 10 seconds left. Colorado's just going to waste the clock away here. and then head over to their goalie after this final bell. We've got 2 seconds, 1 on the clock. That should be the final bell. The Buffs come away with the win. So in your MCLA Division I matchup between the number 13 UMD Bulldogs in white and the number 6 Colorado Buffaloes in black, the Buffaloes come away victorious, beating the UMD Bulldogs 9-6. Keep up with all the scores from the rest of this weekend throughout the MCLA at collegelax.us. And this game was brought to you on College Lax TV, brought to you in part by STX Lacrosse. You can keep up with all of STX's fine gear and equipment at stx.com. This is Josh Butterweg and Chris Curtis signing off from Lake Oswego, Oregon.